Yo everyone, it's Joseph Torres, the Mad Boxing Genius from BoxingIQ.com, here again to give you another in-depth prediction and analysis on the biggest fights that are coming up as November to Remember continues this weekend. Now before we get started, just want to remind you all to be sure to join the Mad Boxing Genius boxing fan page on Facebook. Lots of things going on, boxing news updated 24 hours a day, rap with other fans on the biggest issues that are coming into boxing, lots of fan participation. Quote of the day, question of the day, articles, and everything else. Plus, there's something big going down on the page by the end of the year, so you definitely want to take advantage of that. It's only about 5 or 6 weeks away, so don't forget to join the Mad Boxing Genius fan page. So let's get to it. Let's talk Juan Manuel Marquez versus Michael Katsidis. So let's start with Juan Manuel Marquez. Well, you know what? Let's start with both of them. Actually, there's a lot of questions that we need to answer that need to be answered here. One big question is, at age 37, does Juan Manuel Marquez still have the stuff to be as great as he always has been in the past? Michael Katsidis, a guy who's been such a good blue chipper prospect in the past, is a legitimate fighter, but you know, every time he's kind of stepped up, he hasn't been able to get over that hump. Got knocked out against Joel Casamayor, lost the decision to Juan Diaz, I might add. So there's a lot of questions that can be answered in this particular fight. So let's break down some of the strength, weaknesses, strategies of these two fighters. Let's start with Juan Manuel Marquez. Juan Manuel Marquez, very simple. With a fighter like this, who's more of a brawler than a boxer, and he's not that. His style's not that awkward. He's just a go forward, straight ahead type of guy. Juan Manuel Marquez, all he needs to really do is just go back to what he used to be, which is a side-to-side moving counter boxer. In recent years, he's been going toe-to-toe with some of the guys in his division, and you know, maybe that has something to do with the fact that he may have lost a step or two, and is just looking for a way to maybe reinvent himself or stay in there. But he obviously isn't doing certain things that he used to do, at least not until later in the fight. Case in point, the first fight with Juan Diaz. Could have easily outboxed Juan Diaz, but he went toe-to-toe, ended up becoming fight of the year. So what he really needs to do with a guy like Katsidis, who, you know, has a similar style to Juan Diaz with the volume punching, with the straight-ahead style, all he needs to do is make sure he pumps out that jab, move side to side, basically box and just catch Katsidis with these sneaky punches. Obviously, Katsidis in the Joel Casamayor fight couldn't see that straight left hand coming by Casamayor, and got knocked down a couple times early in the fight. Eventually got knocked out. And so this is what Juan Manuel Marquez needs to do. I certainly at age 37 wouldn't hope he would go toe-to-toe with this guy, but you never really know. Now, as for Michael Katsidis, if Juan Manuel Marquez is doing the things that he's doing recently, like going toe-to-toe a little bit more often than usual, those are the spots he needs to take advantage of. He's not going to win a decision against Marquez unless he's further past his prime than we first thought of. So that's what he needs to do. He needs to use his aggression, get inside, and make it a war. He's a lot quicker than Marquez, and Marquez does have a tendency to have trouble with speed at the beginning of the fight. Obviously, he got knocked down against Floyd Mayweather, all the knockdowns against Manny Pacquaio. So, and you know, the quicker that Michael Katsidis is able to establish his speed at the beginning, the better. He has the youth, he has the aggression, he has the heart to take out Marquez if he gets him in trouble early on. You don't want Marquez to find his rhythm and jab you to death. So at the end of the day, I'm going to choose Juan Manuel Marquez to win this fight. I just think that Katsidis, even at the stages they are in their careers, Marquez, he's too much of a technical boxer. Katsidis is just a little bit too predictable. Had this been a couple of years ago, I would say that Marquez would have stopped him late, but I mean, you know, he's getting up there. Father Time catches up to everyone. So I'm choosing Marquez by decision, maybe close, maybe split, but definitely decision by Juan Manuel Marquez. So there you have it, Boxing IQ fans, the main event for HBO's telecast. Michael Katsidis versus Juan Manuel Marquez. And don't forget to join the Mad Boxing Genius boxing fan page on Facebook. Take care, see you in the next video.